Miss Arkin. I have a few minutes to build, so I'm going to do that before we get too crazy. I want to group creatures separately, which was not an option before, by the way. Alright, so we pull our lands up here. We probably will go ahead and run this V2 Ghazi since we have two Selesnya Sanctuaries. Alright, so Sellsword Brute is not the best because it does hurt us. And Selesnya Evangel is just really sweet. So I like this. Spelunkers can probably go. These Legionnaires have Flying and Haste versus Mountain Walk. Yeah, it's mostly Boros, but I think we've got a solid Boros aggro deck with some green splashed in there.
Is it even worth a splash?
Actually, I was just about to say that. I don't think there's really any reason to splash. Because Transluminant's fine, and Selesnya Evangel is pretty good, but I only have one of them. It's probably not even worth the splash, because I have much more consistent mana without them.
Is it worth it just for V2 Ghazi?
The City Tree? Probably not.
Just adding a Signet and two Sanctuaries for the City Tree? Because the worst thing that happens is...
A Signet and two Sanctuaries? Oh. Yeah, I do have the Signets. Where are my Signets? Oh, here. I have one Signet. What do you think?
I think it's worth splashing for the City Tree.
Then we probably want the Selesnya Evangel. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm at 30 spells right now. Frenzy Goblin is... I don't know how I feel about this Hunted Lamassu.
Not great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like giving them a 4/4 horror, but it is a 5/5 flyer, which is pretty sweet.
Interesting. That's one of the
for 4 mana.
That's one of the few from the Hunted cycle that can't block the thing that's hunting.
Yep. So the Purebred's really not normally worth it. I think both of these are great. The Convoke on here makes this playable. The Thorn Giant with Vigilance and everybody else gets +2 and Vigilance is really sweet. I'm not sure this Rift Cutter is worth it. And the Purebred's not fantastic either. Unless I need blockers, but he comes down late anyway, so not an early blocker. So I'm actually really tempted by this Lamassu. Screeching Griffin is a 2/2 flyer for 4, with the added thing where you can dump red into it. I don't feel as good about that.
I don't know, it seems pretty sweet to me. Flying is very, very good.
Yeah, and I can make their one flying blocker not block it, so that probably is worth it. I've got these Flying Haste Legionnaires. The Trumpeter's good, so I've got some control over that. I'm not as big a fan of this Slasher either. That doesn't feel as good to me. Or this Spark Prentice Mage. But the Guild Mage, the armor, so I've got lots of toughness, I've got a bunch of vigilance, I've got a bunch of flying. I feel like that's pretty sweet. So now I've got 25. What's down here? The Signet kind of counts as a land.
Kind of counted as half.
That's like half a land, yeah. Wojak Siren, target creature and each other creature that shares a color with it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And everything in my deck, every creature in my deck is white except for Frenzied Goblin. So that's probably going to be a really powerful ability for me.
So all it is
I don't want Suppression Field.
Just consider it creatures you control get +1/+1.
Yeah.
Is it worth it then?
Yeah, I think so. For 1 mana on instant speed, I think it's totally worth it. And same with this Rally the Righteous. We just choose white, and it's fantastic. Galvanic Arc is really great, too, because first strike.
It's not other creatures you control that share a color.
It's all creatures that share a color. I know.
Too.
I know. But I have most of the white. I did take most of the white.
You just have to be careful, like, if you put it on your Legionnaire, it could bump their reds.
What do you mean?
If you...
Target creature... Oh, yes. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, so that puts it as 24 spells, one of which is the Signet. Is that too much?
I'd probably cut
the
One
goblin.
siren.
Really? Cut one siren, only have 2? Or I could cut the frenzied goblin.
I don't think you can go much lower on creatures in an aggro deck.
That's true. I do have quite a few. So probably a siren. We've got 2 Rally the Righteous, 2 sirens. A little bit of control in this Faith Fighters in the Arc, but otherwise it's just big creatures in the air with vigilance. So then I can bring these lands back in. So I've got 23 main deck. That's probably fine. Honestly, I feel like I could run another spell. Because I've got so many 1, 2, and 3 drops.
You do still have 4s and 6s.
Yeah, that's true. I do still have 4s and 6s. Yeah, I got a lot of flyers. I'm feeling pretty good about it. All right, so let's add basic lands, and we'll take them out to add the rest of these. So it's saying 11 and 5 white.
Did you already add your other lands?
Not yet. It doesn't really count those very well.
It should have, but okay.
In videos I've watched, it gets confused because it counts as one or the other, but not both, and it gets awkward. So I was just going to add this to deck. So add, I have 11 and 5.
I feel like if you just replace planes with all the other lands, it's probably correct. They would have 7 and X.
Yeah. And then this tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 11 sources of white, 7 sources of red, 2 sources of green if you don't count the signet. So I bring in this tree. What do I cut? Because it's colorless.
Planes. 11's a lot of sources.
Yeah, 11 is quite a lot of white. Okay. And we have a decent amount of ramp with the sanctuaries and these garrisons and the signet. So I think we can get to these 6. No, but it lets you draw an extra land, kind of.
Yes. It keeps you on curve.
Yeah, it keeps me on curve, and I'm more likely to hit higher curve. And then the signet ramps us. So I think we can get to these 2 6-drops, and these 4-drops are going to be reliable enough without being too much. Oh, I'm at 39 cards.
You're only at 16 lands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So on the black bar.
I didn't believe it. Yeah, add another planes to the deck. So that's 7 of those. So that's fine. I think I took out 5 planes. What? Okay. What? I'm really confused. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. So it's a pretty sweet deck, I think. We got enough. I think we have plenty of white sources, even for all these double white at the top. So this is pretty good. And we have 50 seconds, so I'm going to submit the deck. Eek! We have 2 minutes. Okay, so hello everybody. Sorry I have a hard time talking to you while I'm drafting because the clock stares at me and freaks me out. But I'm back now. So, yeah, so what Flaming Cheetah said that there isn't any flash, or there isn't any mana burn anymore. I just tap all my lands if I do that. Why is this not always making sound? Alright, yes, we would love to go first. There we go, and so we don't have any early drop creatures, but we do get all 3 colors turn 3. We have so we have 1 creature, which is a 4-drop. We can play on turn 4. That's kind of rough. But we have so many lands, we're probably going to draw some gas. Hey there, Sir Snugglebottoms. I think I can keep it. It might be risky, but I think I can keep it. Oh my goodness, Speaker Ender, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Boros fist bump. We are in Boros.
Everyone welcome.
Oh yeah, everyone welcome on with splashes. I almost forgot. Alright, we're gonna... Pass the turn. Slash! Yay!
Well, it's a perfect time to talk about your goal that he just helped you get.
Oh, that's true. He did help me get closer to my goal. That will need to be updated.
It is.
Already? Yes, there it is. Sorry. New card. Return a land I control to its owner's hand. Okay, there it is. When I get 50 subscribers, so that's 50 of you, right? That's not too hard to get to, right? We're already at 17. I'm going to do a 12-hour stream. I know you guys have been wanting it, so here it is. You get me 50 subscribers, you get a 12-hour stream. Just 12 hours straight. It's going to be crazy.
So much magic.
So much magic. Civic Wayfinder. Enters battlefield, search for a basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand. If you do, shuffle. Okay. Alright, so we don't want that sanctuary entering on our next turn. We want to drop our creature, so we can start keeping up with the race. So, plains it is. And we're drawing too many new lands. Deck. Alright, so I got a Griffin. Woohoo! I certainly hope Carrick will be keeping me fed. If not, there's a fridge right here. So I can put all kinds of stuff in there and just munch and whatever. Alright, I'm not going to trade my flyer for it. We'll just be on par with the race. Ninja Wolf. Ninja Wolf. I figured it out. Thank you for following. Alright, so here's Thundersong Trumpeter. Target creature can attack or block. That'll be really good to lock down their Hierarch. Oh boy. Okay, so if we are going to play the Trumpeter and we want to rally the Righteous, we don't want to do that yet. We could Galvanic Arc, deal 3 damage to target creature or player, and somebody gets first strike. And we could give that to our flying, but
you could shoot down the elf, though.
We can shoot down the elf and give our guy first strike. So that's 3, 4, 5, but so I can play my mountain and then I can play both. Yeah, that's the play this time. Alright, so mountain, Galvanic Arc, creature to enchant this one, pay 2 and a red.
I feel like it's better to enchant the ground guy, right? Since you're going to play it anyways?
No, because they have a 4/4.
True. You're just going to tap him every turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to tap it every turn. I'm not going to be attacking with it, so first strike doesn't help. If they play a flyer, first strike might help. Alright, and then Trumpeter. Here we go. So I can be MLG. Hi there, Screw Marvel. Yay, I'm glad you got your slashes. No blocks. I'm going to take 4. So we got a Selesnya Evangel and we got our Rally the Righteous. So there's no point in... I mean, I could do this on their turn so that it can't attack me anymore. We just lock it down. Or we can attack for 8 this turn. Get 8 in and through. But it humps their Hierarch, which is tapped. I could also play both. And then the Sanctuary comes down next time. Yeah, that's probably fine. So we can attack for 8 and get hit for 4. Yeah, I think the rally waits. So we're just gonna cast the Evangel. We will play the Sanctuary, returning a Plains. Okay, return the Plains. And then we can attack here. And we can tap down their Hierarch on their turn. So we want to do that on their upkeep. Oh, thank you, Impact! Dragon Lord Atarka, or Ojutai. Yeah, Dragon Lord Ojutai. I'm really excited. I think there's going to be a sweet blue-white deck, tempo deck, and I think there's going to be a cool ret. Yeah, can't attack or block. It doesn't tap it down, though. So that's probably not what I want to do. I didn't understand that correctly. Hi there, Real Eric Benson. Hey there. 2 damage to target creature and everyone that shares a color with it. No. And that only pumps toughness and I can't afford it. Dang it. Bye-bye, everybody. That's really bad. So now we have no threats. Commissar Crush, thank you so much for subscribing. Everyone splash. Everyone splash. Splash. Oh, this is really bad. We are now out of creatures and they have a 4/4 on the battlefield. Rally the Righteous is not going to be much help. I no longer need to stop on their upkeep. I thought it was tap it, which is why I was confused and had it on upkeep. But now I know. Yay, welcome everybody. Hi, Commissar Crush. 18 of 50. Come on, you guys. We can get a 12-hour stream. How did they get that back? Oh, recollect. Got it. Plains. They revealed me a plains. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have access to 8 mana, but we get our Oathsworn Giant. Can at least block this Wayfinder. We are so flooded, you guys. There we go. I have never been on for 12 hours straight, so I tend to plan my streams to manageable time slots. Yeah, it's super unhealthy to do a 24-hour or 36-hour stream. I think it's very strange that people do that. So at least it's got Vigilance so I can attack. Maybe, depending on what they play. Ooh, that's 7 mana? That's the V2 Ghazi. I think it's interesting that they're also in Naya. Not just green-white or whatever. Oh, and then they tapped African Convoke. Okay, well now I can't attack. Was that 12 hours? Really? Okay, well then I've had one 12-hour stream. Oh man, come on, deck. I have seen 6 spells. Count them, 6. This is very problematic. I've seen all of my double lands though. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've seen 13 mana. Alright, we'll pass here. I'm gonna have to block one of them. +2, +0, but it also will pump the white guys. So that's not enough. Oh no! They're gonna enchant it, flicker it, and then attack for lethal. That sucks. Very smooth. Very smooth. For value. Okay. So Professor Plume did very well there. I mean, we have 16 creatures. Maybe we should bring in... Maybe we should bring back in another creature or something. But what would I bring in? The Sellsword? The Slasher? Like... The Transluminant would be okay, but that's only if I get my green. Which I did this time, but I'm not sure that I will. And I take it out for what, a Siren? Since I know that they are on white as well, the Sirens are less good. So are the Rallies. So let's bring in Sellsword, Transluminant. Rally the Righteous at least lets me trade with their stuff because it doesn't pump their thing. Boros Recruit? I mean, it's okay. But yeah, I'm not going to have it. It's not going to be great at the moment against what we're playing against. Shoot. So I'm 2 cards short. What am I going to bring in? I got to Plenty of Life. This guy blocks a lot of what they're doing. So we probably go ahead and bring that in. And then what? They are running at least a little red. We could probably bring in the Spelunkers. I see you, Carrick, saying Spelunkers. Yeah, I did bring that in just now. Hi there, Eric Kane, or Elric Kane. Oh, and I mean Venusaur. Hello. Welcome to the channel. This is the second time I've ever drafted this set, so it's okay if it's not perfect. I have an excuse, but I do want to try. I feel like the 1/1 first strike for 1 is pretty helpful. We want to just curve out, so I'm going to keep it for now. Maybe it will prove me wrong, but I'm going to give it a shot. Yes, please. I would love to go first. Hey there, Sean. Alright, see, so now I only have 2 lands, both of which are red. I'm not sure if I can keep that. As long as I draw something white, I can draw this Legionnaire. And the Spelunkers if I draw any land. So that probably is fine. I can keep it. The Luminant and these guys are not going to happen nearly as soon, but... If we're going to draw a double land, I would like to draw it this turn. Oh, we got a card we can play, though. So, when it dies, I take 2. But hopefully I can do enough to them to make that worth it. So, Mountain Brute. At least we drew a playable spell. Yeah, we're playing Ravnica. It's pretty sweet. We have a fantastic Boros aggro deck with a little bit of green splash. Because I got plenty of lands to splash green and the 2 mana rock, or 2 mana rock. There we go. Okay, so Legionnaire. Although maybe the Spelunkers would have been better. Because I would just be able to attack with all of them next time. I don't really need to trade with their armorer. Might be okay. I think we just attack with the flying. Hi there, Lord Skizik. Ooh, Golgari Rot Farms. They have some black in there as well, perhaps? Oh, and they took their mountain away. I won't have mountain walk. Ooh, that's kind of good. We can Galvanic Arc, give our Sailsword Brute first strike, and kill their armorer. I like that. Okay. Enchant that. Pay 3 damage to your armorer. Now I can attack. Trading with the armorer might have been a good choice. Welcome back, Hierarch. Oh, so there's the Trumpeter, so it can't attack or block again. That's good. We still only have 3 mana, so it's either Spelunkers, who they can't block, so probably that one, or the Trumpeter, so they can't attack me. I'm not sure which one's better. I can no longer use this Sellsword Brute through the Hierarch, but we do have flying. Yeah, I think it's Mardu Green. I think it's Mountain Walk time. Excuse me. Hey there, Sean Reed. All right, and we'll attack with our flyer and pass. Next time we can drop the Trumpeter unless we draw a 4th land. But, like, I'm okay on 3 lands. I was not as good on, like, 13 mana. Oh, that Cleansing Beam is really frustrating. And that's really frustrating. Now you're black. Okay. Jund White. Jund? I guess so. I have my F8 on. Alright, so there's a Signet for green. That lets me drop the Transluminant and the Trumpeter if I do it right. So let's go ahead. Or we can drop Faith's Feathers, so I gain 4 life and it can't attack or block. That's probably good. It takes us longer to build our board, but we don't get another hit from the Hierarch. Hi there, Hand from Above. Hi there, Lil Wolf. Hi there, Captain Quantum. Oops, cancel. Oh no, I can't do that this turn. The Signet costs 2 to play, and then I can play the Transluminant. Alright, so I play 2, and then I tap 1, and I get green white. So, yeah. So I guess the Transluminant goes down this time. Face Fetters can go next time. Alright. So what am I missing? So I had a horrible fiasco at Indy. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. They drove you home without you knowing? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry about that. That makes me very, very angry. Alright, we take this 4, but we're going to gain 4 on our next turn. With Face Fetters. Oh. I would be so angry. So what do we have? Loxodon Gatekeeper. Artifacts, creatures, and lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Huh. That's pretty solid. It's a rare. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I would have picked that. Alright, so we can drop our land. We just drew. Interest tapped because of this silly Gatekeeper. Faith's Fetters cost me 4, so that's all I've got. But I'd rather not get hit by this hierarch anymore. Yeah. Hi there, Sean. Hey there, Harm. Hi there, Melissa. Oh my goodness, everybody's here. And we'll pass because we don't want to attack into our own death. That is ridiculous, Sean. Sean Reed. I'm very sorry about that. That's alright, Harm. I'm glad you're here. It's a lot of mana. It's V2 Ghazi again, isn't it? Yeah. So I currently have access to 5 mana. I can make it 4 and play this garrison. And this griffin gets to land. At least it's flying. And I mean, it enters tapped, but that's okay. This intercepts anyway. So, garrison. Okay, we bounce a plains. Griffin. This is your opponent's control? Oh, bummer. Alright, and we don't want to attack into that, so pass the turn. Yeah, the board wipes have been the problem. This cleansing beam is much more powerful than I thought it was during the draft. Alright, so I'm going to have to block something next time. If I leave white up, then my Transluminant can turn into a thing. Oh boy. So they ended up with a pretty sweet deck. Yeah, I would have actually, but I did not think that would be the case. I really didn't. Okay, so I can drop Frenzied Goblin and the Trumpeter and hold up this white. So that my Transluminant can block and then I can get a Spirit. Alright, so let's do this. It feels good just tapping one land to get a creature on the board, though. Ow. Yeah, they got a bunch of big creatures like I was doing as well. Oh, I'm a little more aggro than them, I guess. They have more green, I'm more red. Alright, so I'm holding up this white for Transluminant. This can enter and enter tapped. Attacking here is not going to really help me any. I'm not sure I can get there at this point. Because I only get to block the one unless I block with my Griffin. And I'm going to have to. Because I have 3 attackers. I suppose if the Shaman and the Gatekeeper both hit me, I wouldn't be dead, but... I don't need to take a chance. I think I hold back here. Okay. So I have 4 power. I have to block this one at least. Just plain pain. Thank you for following. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to block the Guardian and the sack it for a Spirit. I do not have any board wipes. I do have a couple of kill spells. Mainly this, Galvanic Arc. Sean541, thank you for following. Hey there, Pablos. Alright, so... Block here. Block here. Blockers are declared. Sacrifice it. So I'm not going to kill the Guardian anyway. And then I get a Spirit on their insta. Right, so now I have Selesnya Evangel. I mean, I honestly don't know how I'm getting myself out of this mess. Yeah, I think Vitu-Ghazi just kills me. I can tap it so that it can't attack or block, or so basically so it can't attack me. Then I can double block this and kill it. No, I can't because these will be tapped. This is just pretty bad at this point. I'm not favored at this moment to win this match. I don't think attacking with my Screeching Griffin last turn would have helped me anyway. They'd be at 14, not 16. I would have taken 3 more damage. Oh, I forgot I was gonna make it so that couldn't attack. Well, shoot. Well, might as well kill something while we're here. I'll be at 1 life. Hey there, Big Star Tuna. I'm doing okay, but I'm kind of getting my butt kicked by Mardu Green over here. Actually, I don't think they're running any black. I think they just got a rot farm. But I'm having fun, so that's good. Alright, so we can block... We have to block both of them. They didn't attack me? They must have clicked through. My hand is empty. Oh, that doesn't help. I mean, I just have to leave both of these guys up. On my opponent's instep, I should have made a Saproling. I missed that. That's bad. Alright, well, that would have helped me a little. And I pass the turn. Yeah, they must have accidentally clicked through because, I mean, they're going to eat both of my guys. Okay. So go to blocks. Block here. Block here. Blocks are declared. Pay 1. Tap. Tap down untapped creature I control. Get a Saproling. If I draw a creature, I can survive another turn. Like, this is pretty stupid. And now probably not. I need 2 creatures. Reveal Plains. Okay. Yeah, board wipes are pretty problematic. I mean, they just have to attack with all 3 that can attack, and I'm dead. Oh well. Dunebrood totally sounds better than Mardu Green. And there you go. Congratulations, Professor Plume. Oh, it's single limb. Dang, I didn't realize I had entered single limb. Well, that sucks.